infrastructure gaps, enhancing service delivery, and promoting sustainable development. There are many success stories on privatization, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, before you allow me to make a few off-the-cuff remarks. It is not just Safaricom. By the way, let me remind you, Safaricom was barely a department in the government. It's a small thing, making some meager profit. And people were happy with it that time, that this is a profitable company. The government took a decisive decision in 2008 to privatize Safaricom. In fact, even earlier, to invite partners. Then after that, after inviting the partners, in 2008, the government offered to the general public part of Safaricom. That is why today we own 25% of Safaricom as individuals, as Kenyans. 25%. Look at the transformation that has taken place in Safaricom. The kind of profitability of this venture. What makes you think that we have reached the optimum? There is still room for Safaricom to even be more profitable. And let me tell you, the technology space and telecommunication, more particularly telecommunication, is advancing rapidly. You cannot afford to be static. But with heavy government presence in Safaricom, we will be stifling growth in Safaricom. Because government by its nature, whether you go to America, you go to China, you come back to Kenya, is bureaucratic. Government systems are bureaucratic. It is like there is a policy in government that a document cannot be transacted fast. So if you want to allow private sector to thrive, a company to thrive or a business to thrive, you must inject private sector ethics into the management of that entity. That is why I am saying, apart from Safaricom, look at KCB. Kenya Commercial Bank was on its knees, was barely surviving a while back. Where is it today? It is one of the most profitable banks in this country, comparable only to a few. Because of privatization. Kenya Power, someone talked about Kenya Power, whether we will privatize. Kenya Power is already enjoying privatization. We privatized Kenya Power and Light. Before, it was running into losses and losses and losses. Today, Kenya Power has started making profit because of privatization. What of Kenyan? I can go on and on. Of course, there are also failures, like Uchumi. We tried to privatize it. It's a total flop. So it depends on how you execute privatization and the timing. If your timing is wrong, you will get it wrong. And I will tell you, with my knowledge and understanding, our timing for Kenya, for KPC, the Kenya pipeline, is perfect. If we don't do it now, believe me, we will regret a few years to come. Don't ask me why. This is the time to privatize KPC to make it more profitable. That is a company that has the potential. If you have money, if you have some money to spare, kindly save it. We are issuing IPO next week for Safaricom, God willing. Thank you. Wacha sasa nirudi kwa off the cuff. And I want to say this in English before maybe you allow me. I know there are a few of us in the gathering who don't understand Doluo, including my great friend, Deputy Governor. Lakini siku hizi unaishi hapa Migori. I am sure you understand a lot. If I were you, I would still continue pretending that I don't understand. Yes, nijue kina nani wananisengenya. But let me point out the following. I have spoken a lot about budgets. And ladies and gentlemen, maybe you don't know. Let me tell you. Many of you who saw me lose weight when I got into this office, you don't know why.